Hey everyone, Amari Records here, and today I'm with my younger cousin Andreas, and this is Socks as well. And Andreas is like at the age I was when I started really getting into music, but he's not like too well versed in hip hop. Like, what do you know? Like, what rap songs and rappers do you like in hip hop things?
I know Dr. Dre,
Yeah, because of the name, the connection there.
Ice Cube,
Mm-hmm.
Drake. Everyone's been talking
Yeah.
about Kendrick and Drake,
Yeah.
and Travis Scott. I don't really know who he is.
But you know of him.
I just know his name. And same with Jay-Z. I've just heard their names, but I don't know anything about them.
Okay. So today what we're going to do is we're going to show Andreas some covers, like some iconic album covers, and we're going to let him decide what he thinks the best album is based on the covers and what he thinks the albums are about, also based on the covers. And then we're going to do some iconic song matchups. We're going to see his live reactions to them and what he thinks is the better song out of like the matchups. So let's get started, I think, with the album covers. So take a look at the first one, which is up there, Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. That's the first one. Actually, yeah, thoughts. What do you think of that cover? What do you think the album's about based on that one?
An acid trip or something? That's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I don't know. Happy times, I guess.
Happy times?
Yeah, 'cause it's just sunflowers, bees. You know what I mean?
Okay. I see. All right, next one. Big Fish Theory by Vince Staples. What do you think this album is about? What do you think it sounds like?
It's a big
Just
fish.
based on the cover, what do you think it would be about?
It would be about fishes, how fishes evolved into mammals and stuff.
Yeah.
Go with that.
Okay, interesting. Next one.
What am I even looking?
That's Astro World by Travis Scott. What do you think like that album is about? Like, what do you think the loose theme is? And what do you think the music would sound like?
It would be about Travis Scott because it's got his massive. Is that his head?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be about him, and I don't know what to say. I don't really get what's going on.
What does that look like to you though?
A carnival?
Yeah.
So it would have like a carnival theme to it.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're not far off with that one. Next one. This one. What do you think this album is about? This is Ultra 85 by Logic.
Like dystopian kind of things. It's got like a robot from the future. I don't bloody know.
Yeah, that's actually very close.
Cool.
And then next one. Faces by Mac Miller. What do you think this album is about? What do you think it sounds like, if you had to guess?
Something like weird, I suppose, because the photo, it just looks like I know, it looks like a modern art piece or something.
Well, you're very close with weird. Like, that's what the album is. It's a very strange album to listen to.
I mean, it would sound like, I suppose, experimental sort of with different themes. I don't know.
This is Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi.
Okay, it took me a while to process what that was.
What do you think this album's about? And like what it sounds like as well? Same thing.
It would be about going to space. I don't bloody know. It would. I have no words for this one. I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. If we go through them again, just do it fast. What do you think the best album would be based on all these covers?
I'll just go with the fish one because
The
I find
fish?
it funny how it just zoomed in on a goldfish's face. That's a goldfish, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there would actually be some people who agree with your take there.
Alright,
That's
cool.
interesting that's the one you found
Alright.
the most intriguing. All right, now we're going to do some song matchups. You ready?
Alright, sure.
Okay, so the first matchup is going to be M.A.A.d City by Kendrick Lamar versus No Role Models by J. Cole. Alright, that was M.A.A.d City by Kendrick Lamar. We'll get your thoughts after we play them both. Yep, No Role Models by J. Cole. Alright, which one did you prefer? What did you like about them? What didn't you like?
Okay, so... Well, to start... I'd probably choose the Kendrick Lamar one.
Okay.
because I guess it was more up tempo and it was a bit more, I guess, interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
You know, and
It was a lot more energetic.
yeah, and well, I guess I like the Kendrick one because it kind of got me like involved because I was also reading the lyrics because the lyrics are on the TV.
Yeah.
And, you know, I found them, I guess, a bit more interesting.
Yeah, because it
than
was
the
telling
Jack
a
one.
story as well.
Yeah,
With that, more engaging.
Yeah, and I liked how he sort of like the way he was rapping sort of like changed towards the end of the thing. I also like that as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really anything that I didn't like about them. I mean, I thought I liked them both, but I guess I just liked the Kendrick one more.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, next up is Day and Night versus m.A.A.d. Day and Night is Kid Cudi, so you get to hear what the Moon one sounds like.
Alright.
You weren't sure about.
I think I've heard this one before. I've heard this
Oh,
before.
cool. Okay, you've heard this one.
This before. I like this.
All right, next up is a Milli by Lil Wayne. All right, I have a feeling I know which one you're going to have preferred.
Alright, so
But yeah, go. Let's hear your thoughts.
well, I guess I'd have to pick the Day and Night one.
I thought so.
Yeah, because I sort of like the tune in the background a bit more and stuff. I found it quite, nice and stuff, especially in like the chorus sort of bit.
Yep.
And I don't want to anger anyone out there, but in the Milli one, I kind of find the guy's voice a bit annoying. So
Lil Wayne, you find his rap.
I find his voice a little bit irritating to me. But
One of my friends, my friend Leo, actually has that same opinion.
all right, that's good.
Yeah,
So I'm
if
not
he's
alone.
watching this, he'll know it. Yeah.
And I like the sort of beat in the background for the Lil Wayne one though. I found it cool, like do 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 do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I have to say.
All right, cool. The next matchup is going to be Business by Eminem versus Two of America's Most Wanted by Snoop Dogg and Tupac, or Tupac featuring Snoop Dogg. Next up, Two of America's Most Wanted. All right, which one did you prefer? What do you think?
I've got to say the Eminem one.
I thought so, because you know why I put that one in? Because it's got like a superhero feel, and it's meant to be like a sort of Batman and Robin parody.
Cool.
In a way, yeah.
So, well, I've always kind of like, I've heard a few of Eminem's songs and I've always sort of preferred him over other rappers.
Yep.
I don't know, something about his like voice when he raps, it just I don't know,
Satisfying.
Yeah, it's satisfying. His voice, and I like the drum beat and stuff in the background. It kind of gets you involved in the song.
Yep.
And well, again, I don't really have anything negative about either of the songs.
You just prefer the Eminem one?
Yeah. I've always like preferred Eminem over the other ones. So.
That's completely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one has a really good kick in the back with the bass.
Yeah.
Feels triumphant. All right. And then I think this is going to be the last matchup. It's going to be Gorilla by Little Simz versus Walkin. So these are two newer songs that both came out in 2022.
All right.
Let's go.
I ain't got one threat to consider. Heaven and earth attached to one pillar.
Next is Denzel Curry's Walkin.
I've heard of Denzel Curry before, actually.
Oh, cool.
I don't really know much about him though. So, okay, I've got to pick the Denzel Curry one.
Yep.
So I like the the woman singing in the background.
Yeah, the background vocals.
Yeah, the
Yep.
background vocals. I found them quite nice with him rapping over them.
Yep.
And well, for the other one,
Little Simz.
for the Little Simz one, again, I hope I don't annoy anyone out there. I found her voice a bit irritating as well.
I've never heard anyone say that before.
I hope I don't. I'm sorry. Okay, this is just my opinion, but I found her voice a little bit annoying. I did like the sort of like beat drop at the beginning though. I went from that
The orchestral thing, yeah.
into the rapping. I found that quite nice, but I gotta choose Denzel Curry's on. I liked his rapping and I liked the background, and the drums were also good as well.
That's fair. You know what? I think you had all W picks. Like, I honestly agree with you. But Andreas, thank you for being on today's episode. Appreciate it. I'm glad we got some insight into the opinions of someone who doesn't listen to hip hop, like an outsider perspective.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and hit notifications so you don't miss any more uploads. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.